Good morning, great to be here. I'm Airbus Cockpit Coach and welcome to Edinburgh Airport, where we're taking the Fenix Simulations A319 over to Copenhagen this morning. The visibility here in Edinburgh is not fantastic. It's currently pretty foggy at the moment up here. So we'll see how we get on with that, but actually it's, I just look at the visibility. We're 1500 metres on runway 6 and 1200 metres generally. Terminal forecast, so it's not low visibility operations as such, I don't think. We'll look at the charts later, but it's not that low, but yeah, it would be impacting and probably more of a consideration for the approach. Yeah, a little bit foggy for this one. Good, decent flights. Morning, chat. Morgan, good morning to you. Very well, thank you. So, yeah, what a nice model of the Fenix A319 with the CFMs here. Yes. I'll put it through its paces. Hope everybody's well. Sorry I haven't been able to get a live stream in during the week. It's been pretty hectic on the flying the line this week, and yeah, it's just feeling pretty tired actually. It's been a busy week, and it's into the sim next week as well for me. So we're current training next week, so off into the simulator. It's Wednesday onwards, so got that to look forward to. So that's always good. I'm sure at this time of the year, exactly this kind of situation will come into simulator training, and we can expect to have a focus on the conditions we'd expect at winter. So this is exactly the kind of conditions we're starting to see now with the changing temperatures, and the fog, so we're hitting G point more often, so visibility becomes an issue, and of course icing and winter operations become a factor, and we tend to see that in our current training that's closest to that seasonal change. And some of those procedures flown in to make sure we're ready and geared up for that, for dealing with that in real world operations out on the line. Okay, so let's jump in and we'll get set up and get the aircraft loaded. Bit too early for you to be on VATSIM, Organ. No, that's not a surprise. I'm just in that stage of actually waking up at this very early time. I could actually done an earlier one. It's if I was flying real world, I could potentially already been airborne for an hour already. So quite used to being up at this time at the moment. Right, let's check we got the right route. Yep, we're off to Copenhagen. Excellent. It's light winds. I mean, that's always plus with fog. It's light winds, slightly variable. Yeah, 1200 meters. 6. Looking okay though. Overcast obviously 0 because of the fog. 14 and 14 is on G point, as we mentioned, and 1015, and that soon becomes a improving situation. 7 to 8. Wind increases slightly. Visibility is 2000, broken at 100 feet. So yeah, that's going to get better. Okay, so good news, not worse. And in Copenhagen we have 080 at 10 knots, no cloud, 19 degrees, 1017. No significant weather. So just have that in mind for the planning phase. Just get set up. Everything looks so close in the sim. You do have to sort of reach out a little bit more. Everything sort of seems a little bit of extra stretch to reach these kind of things. This is a little bit scaling of this. It's little bit further away, and it seems in the simulator. Quite unusual. Right, so masters. Let me just check my throttles, make sure we're all. That's it. I've got the captain expansion still set up doing its thing. Only the second time I've used it. Excellent. Okay, some power into the plane. Bring it to life. First day at college has gone well, Organ. Great to hear. Checking the mask fit as well at that point. There's our morning computer coming live. Right, hopefully that woke everybody up. Just what you want to hear first thing in the morning, isn't it? What it's there for. Keeping you all sharp in the morning. Looking good up there. That is in above for our departure. Excellent. And have the door open for a minute. What are we doing here? Great. Uh, 1215, that's good, so we'll get that in. We'll monitor guard frequency. And we would at this point tune up would have guard and air traffic control, so if for any reason we had to evacuate the aircraft, we were fueling, we had a fire, some sort of emergency, we can straight away get in touch with somebody. And get help on the way. Excellent, so first officer's out for the walk around. We've accepted the aircraft, we'll check the documents at this stage, if we'll get in, maintenance log, signed off, all good. Stage, so we'll happy to allow the passengers on board. ESX for that, so what are we planning here? Full load, 150. Which close and open the cockpit door again. Okay, let's do that. Close, open. Yeah, there is a weird effect there. Lines coming down. Did you see that? And let's dive in here. So we do have the correct aircraft. You're pleased to hear. Nav database is in date, so that's recently changed. So if you haven't updated your nav databases, do so. Airbus A319 100 CFM 56. Excellent. As well, so we're going to be easy 13 Tango Charlie. Let's just bring up our flight plan. Index of 6 today. It's 370 for the cruise. And I'm expecting minus 52 forecast up there. -14 here, and where's our drop up all at the moment? Let's have a look. 37, 917. Found itself. All the winds in. Excellent. Let me know if sound's okay. I'm not sure if volumes are okay. Right, what are we planning then? So we're planning out of Edinburgh runway 6 and the Tala 6 Delta. Let's check that momentarily, and into 4 left, Tesby 3 Alpha, Copenhagen, and I've checked that's real world at the moment, 4 left landing. Alpha. That gives us as a distance 636 and 625. I know what that would be. It will be on the side. It will be the direct from the approach like there. So we're happy with that. I'm comfortable. A tailwind component of 3. Shear 80.7 at Given, so nothing alarming in terms of cruising conditions today, and it should be a comfortable flight. We've run through the weather briefly, but again, an overview of that. Alternate today is Leipzig. Okay. Now what I would be considering here is, well, I can't see anything out there, but it's, although we know it's going to be an improving situation, the winds are light. We could do an approach, single engine in these conditions. May not necessarily be arguably the best thing to do, so we would have a takeoff alternate up our sleeve, and we'll be looking at some other airports, over see what's going on over Glasgow, over at Newcastle, probably heading further south rather than north would be my preference. I don't think, generally speaking, from experience, conditions are a little bit worse, and you don't want to going north to have to come back again further south and use fuel, so more of our options will be to the south, so we'd be picking up weathers for weather information for over at Glasgow, Newcastle, Manchester. See what our options are. I've got Aberdeen and Inverness to the north, but yeah, it likely to have the same issue we have here. We're fueling up. Yep, fueling's in progress. Have a quick look outside, make sure everything's happening. Yep. There they are, getting the fuel in. Excellent. See the passengers coming in through the windows. That's good. It's nicely modelled, isn't it? No. There we can hopefully see them coming on board. There we are. Yep. Filling up nicely. Okay, let's carry on getting set up. Ed, very good morning to you. We'll put in Edinburgh for now as our comeback. It would be suitable. In the engine out procedure in there. And straight out over the water. I have seen you just get on, Ted. You're in your usual position over there. There you are. In that. Priority boarding as usual for channel members. We must get that members group flight set up. That's, on the list of things to get sorted. Right, that's in. Back over here. So it's been the runway heading in there as for reference as well. Should we lose an engine? Should one go pop? Before we hit the secondary, we've got a reference of our runway heading in there. Looks like refueling is complete, and 8.2. 8.2 is what we wanted. Yep, they're just packing up out there. And we can get the pumps on, seat belts, and let's start the APU, shall we? Right, let's bring up some charts. So wasn't it? One. Just get set up here. So we have I'm straight ahead to 0.5 near me on the India Victor Golf, or 640 feet, whichever's earlier than left onto 044. 043 on here, but yeah, it's in 40 feet. Thousand to 6,000, 5 up to 6, stop climb, and we're standard speed. The mini FCU 6 in the box and 6,000 blue.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board our EasyJet service. Please place your large bags into the overhead.
Sharklets would be, yeah, sharklets would be nice. Haven't heard on those, but be nice to have. I do fly a lot of aircraft with sharklets in the real world. They make a difference, mostly to landing. That's when you'll notice them as a pilot in the real world anyway, so it'll be interesting to see how that affects in the sim. Right, so that's reviewed. Let's go back up. And we were 0.5. Let's check that. 5's the latest. Obviously, everyone's still in bed. No ACART available. And yeah, what do we need in terms of RadNav? Anything to consider for our departure? We're in the box. was going to look at. For the India Victor Golf, let's choose Edinburgh. Going to come back in. Tower would be the obvious choice. Get that hard. Available to us. Excellent. It's usually written on the top line, his own little place, his own little line. Up climb, Helgen. Remember, I think it's on its own somewhere. It's just yeah, it's not included in the box. Okay, and just performance. I don't think we're loaded yet, but we didn't have a look at the prelim, did we? Prelim, have a look at that. It's available. Something's come through from company. Fuel weight's 56.6. That's a limiting factor. With 0 fuel weight today. 5. Okay, so this is where you get your takeoff trim. So 28.2 on the Mach 2. This is your split. So this is something that people often overlook, is the split of passengers on the aircraft. So you've got Alpha, Bravo, Charlie. 3 zones. So if you just were to equally segment the passenger cabin into 3, that is your split of passengers across the aircraft. Now, that's all very well. Some people just tend to ignore that, but as a captain of the aircraft, you have to make sure that your aircraft is sensibly loaded, and you're going to comply with because everything's based around that distribution. Now, it's not uncommon and has occurred at my base airport recently, where the aircraft was pretty empty. So everyone thought, right, I'm going to go and sit at the front, and the aircraft went shooting down the runway on takeoff. First officer pulled back. The aircraft did not respond, and captain intervened. Toga thrust eventually got the aircraft climbing. That's the importance of actually it's having a look out here, saying that's normal. It's not counting people in zones, but if everyone's sitting in the first half of the aircraft or at the back of the aircraft, alarm bells, check that out. Right. That's important, really important. You know, it's your centre of gravity there.
These include laptops, handbags, duty-free and loose items of clothing. Once you have safely stowed your cabin bag, please take your seat. To help us ensure a prompt departure, you would kindly ask.
I think that's loaded. Indeed.
Your seatbelt can now be fastened ready for departure. This is a no smoking service. Thank you for observing this policy.
And there's a load sheet through, so we'll just cross-check that. So we're in compliance with edition 1. So we haven't put the figures over yet, so what we'll do, if we go to mass and balance over, send that to McDo. We would cross-check, so 56.2, if you wait 30, 28.2, accept. In tanks, in balanced, excellent. performance figures now. So we're going to deal with it as a wet runway. See what that gives us, full length. Perhaps one, flexing to 62, 22, 34, 39. Is reasonably sensible. Yeah, they all want to sit together. Strictly speaking, I mean, it does come a bit awkward if you've only got a few people on board. Telling them have to sit. And if it's a few people, it's not going to make too much difference. If you've got half an airplane full and the half wants to sit at the front, that's when you notice it, Ted. Yeah, you can send something into the server, Morgan. Even if I don't see it straight away, I'm sure someone else will be able to point it out for you. Morning, Toby. Welcome aboard. So, performance is in. Just have a quick flick through, make sure we're looking sensible on the routing. Obviously, the first officer, the pilot monitoring would have gone through. Yeah. A long-winded approach into Copenhagen. Excellent. Let me just turn on T for you as well, so you can hear that. Okay, and we'll do a quick briefing. So we're bring up the charts. Left-hand seat departure today. Takeoff runways 6, full length. We're on the Taller. 3 Delta departure. Stop climb 6,000, and we are 6,000 blue. MSA in this part is going to be initially 3,000, but we're into the 3,900 as we turn to the south. In terms of fuel prediction, yeah, it's not looking. That should improve as we get along. That's actually that's calculated correctly. Not sure on the 319's fuel calculations at the moment. I get some funny figures with the 319. Got to go with it because, as a real-world load of fuel, that's sensible. So hotspots for our taxi out. We'll be going. So we're just here on our apron, and we'll taxi out Foxtrot. We do have this hotspot area here with traffic coming out from our right side. Be aware of, obviously today low visibility, so we'll keep an eye on that. Engine out SIDS in the box, straight ahead, 25 miles hold. We have currently put in to come back in here. We can reach the hold and consider if we need it immediate turn. I'm happy here, based on current visibility at this level. Okay, so main threats, VATSIM uncontrolled airport. Obviously the visibility today outside. We're at about 1,200 metres, but we're an improving situation as time goes by, so we'll keep an eye on that. On takeoff, we will stop for fire warning. Sorry, any master caution or red master caution before 100 knots. After 100 knots, will stop for fire warning or severe damage, sudden loss of thrust, a ready cam, or an amber caution for side stick or engine issues. Other than that, we'll climb out and deal with it in the air. Any questions? No questions. Excellent. Always catches me, doesn't it? That's not real world. That's why you see. So obviously, putting the beacon light on doesn't disconnect your ground power in the real world. That's the GSX thing. As long as our box is still got everything in, it does a pretty good job of keeping that.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Excellent. Or Scanny over there to pull off.
Departure check completed. Bypass pin inserted.
105 cross check 3 times. Excellent. So accept the aircraft, we'll check our fuel. Seatbelts are indeed on. And it is. We're all nabbed up there. And all showing good data there as well. Sorry, I briefed up the wrong taxi route, didn't I, on taxiing this way, so no hotspot. So used to going in the prevailing direction. You take off into prevailing wind. It's not today, we're going this way out. So we'll pull out and we'll taxi via Echo 1 out to Alpha 3. We'll hold Alpha 3 rather than Alpha 1, so Alpha 3 will be our low visibility spot. We don't interfere with the localizer for arrivals. We'll abide by that. I wouldn't think it's strictly low visibility operations today, but that's what we'll go with. Right, if in that case I don't need to wait for Scanny, do I? So I can start. And 6. Edinburgh traffic, easy 13 Tango Charlie. Push and start, Sand 6, Edinburgh. Nose right, tail left.
Release parking brakes.
Parking brake released.
Commencing push.
Renault.
All engines clear. Start at will.
4-start checklist. Parking brake is now off. Takeoff data is in. Windows. Get that locked. And the beacon is indeed on. Before start list checklist complete. Engine mode select ignition and starting 2. And 2 rise. Some monitoring. Nice.
Please pay attention to illuminated signs and crew instructions, including the following safety procedures. The safety card found in your seat pocket contains important information about exit routes, oxygen masks, Set parking brakes.
Brake set. And starting. Engine 2.
Please be aware that your nearest usable exit may be behind you. Emergency lighting will guide you to an exit. In an emergency, leave all baggage on board. Your seatbelt is fastened, adjusted, and released.
Which announcement sound pack am I using? So I was actually thinking about this earlier. This
We recommend that you keep it fastened at all
I did put the easy in at one point from cabin announcements.
from above. Pull a mask towards you to start the oxygen.
So it'll either be that or the standard.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed.
Hold the mask in place with
Left is clear. Right is clear.
each side to adjust. Put on your own mask before helping others.
One or the other, standard or easy. So I did put easy. I don't know if I need to, with expansion, had to go in and do anything with it to get that resynced. Right.
Pull the strap to adjust. Do not inflate it inside the aircraft.
Rain, we'll put on the first officer side.
By pulling the toggle.
Probably had that
Fail
turned on somewhere.
to top it up.
No extent. Let's get this on.
There is a light whistle or a track.
So I should be doing some of this really with my my controls I have. So I forget I got that. You see, got the captain expansion. I got these
Armrest down.
levers to play with.
Seatbelt fastened. Further information regarding your safety on board can be found in the in-flight magazine. We hope you have a safe flight.
Always a bit of a cross check here. So that's 28 to. Yeah, it's about 0.6, 28.2 from our Mach 2. That's where we want it. In the green band. Excellent. It was indeed. Perhaps one checked. There. Excellent. After start checklist anti-ice is checked and not required off. Ecam status is checked. Pitch trim is set and rudder trim is neutral. After start checklist complete. Flight controls. Pull up. Pull down. Neutral. Left. All right. Neutral. Not. Now we get the layers on. I get the turn-offs today as well because of the visibility. I'm going to put TARA on now as well. That's when the next kit's Amy and auto brake can come on. Excellent. So, yeah. Alpha Freight. Edinburgh traffic, easy 13 Tango Charlie's, taxiing via Echo Alpha, holding point Alpha 3 for runway 06, Edinburgh. Yeah, we can try to look at some weather charts en route. Oh, so Scunny is not talking and is moving. I didn't hear Scunny talk. Anyone hear him make a call? Doing a wheelie. Let him go. Have a sip of coffee then while I'm waiting. Okay. Get the Toby eye tracker. Thing. And parking brake. Release. Rate check. Pressure 0. Don't let the aircraft build too much speed before doing your rate checks. Yeah, 122.8. I did cross check it as well on the cross check it again on the old VATSPy, not the VATSPy, VATSIM. VATSIM I'm transmitting 22.8 as well. My volume's up on my headset. I can see no issues. Right. Clear left side, clear right side. On 530. That's our position. ATC online. Typical.
Good morning.
West 38, route direct Golf Golf Oscar Delta Oscar Sierra. West 38, route direct Golf Golf Oscar Delta Oscar Sierra.
Direction Godos, West 38.
Scottish Radar, hello, Easy 13 Tango Charlie, just holding short of Echo 1 Edinburgh.
Easy 13 Tango Charlie, Scottish morning, taxi holding point Alpha 1 runway 06, the report ready for clearance.
Taxi holding point Alpha 1 for 06 and we're ready for the clearance, Easy 13 Tango Charlie.
Easy 13 Tango Charlie cleared to Copenhagen, Tala 6 Delta departure, squawk 765 treat.
Copenhagen, Tala 6 Delta departure, squawk 7653, Easy 13 Tango Charlie.
Easy 13 Tango Charlie, correct.
Right, let's go. Out the way. Obviously, you've got a double crew. I mean, that's obviously not an issue to keep moving.
22 Zulu Yankee on an A320 Neo at stand 7 in Edinburgh. With information November, request IFR clearance to Hamburg as filed.
Okay, right side, obviously low visibility. We're checking all around us. Keeping the speed down.
22 Zulu Yankee Scottish Control, cleared to Hamburg, Tala 6 Delta departure, squawk 7577.
Clear to Hamburg via the Tala 6 Delta departure, squawk 7577 for Easy 22 Zulu Yankee.
Easy 22 Zulu Yankee, correct. Scandinavian 27 Alpha Juliet, by Alpha 1 runway 06, surface wind 100 degrees 5 knots, cleared for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, Scandinavian 27 Alpha Juliet.
I can speak now.
Fully control, runner 70 Mike Delta, fully ready at Juliet.
Just keep our speed down a little bit in these conditions.
Mike Delta via Juliet, runway 12, surface wind 060 degrees 6 knots, cleared for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, runner 70 Mike Delta.
Do I think Toby's worth the price organ? Compared to other eye trackers, yes. It's the best. I've used a different one, IR system. But yeah, this... I use it on every flight and it works pretty well. It's just setting up your sensitivities. Probably need to refine it a little bit more. I have put my sensitivities into the community chat somewhere, so if you do need to look at my settings, they're in there somewhere as a message. Screenshot. We'll be monitoring warm-up time on the engines, but we'll leave more than 3 minutes. So, excellent. So taxi checks. We check the flight controls. We config 1 plus F. We are 122 blue, 139 magenta. Climb nav blue, 1 FD2. Stop climb 6000 on the QNH 1015. It was cross-checked 3 times. Radar and predictive wind shears on. ECAM ammo takeoff, no blue. Taxi checklist complete. Let's look at the windsock there. little bit of a breeze, that'll clear that fog away. Yes, autumn is on the way. It's going to get cold in the UK next week, so 14 degrees I think is the high. Won't be long until we're back in icing conditions and yeah, holding points for icing and all sorts of exciting stuff.
Easy 13 Tango Charlie to Alpha 1, line up from a 06.
Fire Alpha 1, line up and wait, runway 06, easy 13 Tango Charlie.
Ryanair 70 Mike Delta, report your passing altitude to climb now, flight level 240.
Passing 3,700, climb flight level 240, Ryanair 70 Mike Delta.
Cleared, I'm getting my clip
Scandinavian
spots.
27 Alpha Juliet, report passing altitude to climb now, flight level 250.
Right, nothing on TCAS. Line up checklist, get cabin secured.
Passing 1,500 up to flight level 250, Scandinavian 27 Alpha Juliet.
TCAS is TARA, X1 and 2 coming off, transitioning. 06 confirmed.
Good morning, easy 2966, right 280.
Good approach side and runways.
Easy 296,
Looking clear.
Scottish Control, hello, Squawks 3536, MPIP 1 Echo, arrival
See that.
Edinburgh.
Scunny departing on TCAS, he's almost at 5 miles, so we'll get a clearance shortly.
3536 and input 1 Echo, arrival for Edinburgh 29866, right.
This is where I like the TBI tracker, it's these kind of turns, turning onto stand, turning onto centre line, just turning your head around, that's where it does its thing. Okay, everybody ready? Let's wait for our clearance. Always have a quick check around while we're waiting. Anything amber or white, so obviously the pack stand out, that's fine. That's associated with what we're doing at the moment. An issue. Excellent. We've got good visibility ahead of us, so the fog's not impacting. That's quite alright.
Scandinavian 27 Alpha Juliet, route direct Haven.
Direct Haven for Scandinavian 27 Alpha Juliet.
Easy 13 Tango Charlie, runway 06, surface wind 100 degrees, 5 knots, clear for takeoff.
Go takeoff 06, easy 13 Tango Charlie.
Easy
Takeoff.
296 X-ray, cancel the star speed and level restrictions. When ready, descend flight level 130.
Cancel speed restriction and when ready, descend.
Manflex 62 SOS runway, auto thrust blue.
130.
And when ready, descend 130, easy.
Assets.
296, right.
Good nuts. B1, we're going flying. And rotates. Positive climb, gear up. P1. With an early turn shortly. In the left turn now. Waiting for our nose to drop.
Ryanair 70 Mike Delta, confirm requested level.
It comes, so
Requested level is flight level 3.
thrust climb, auto thrust.
Ryanair 70 Mike Delta, climb flight level 370.
370, Ryanair 70 Mike Delta.
Get on top of that fog. There we go. Nice. Every day's a sunny day when you fly.
Easy 13 Tango Charlie, report your passing altitude, climb now, flight level 250.
Passing 2,300, climb now, flight level 250, easy 13 Tango Charlie. Open climb, 250 blue, standard, and we're going. Flaps up. He checks flaps up. Whitson, I don't think I put my Discord details into Streamlabs, so apologies, but it's in the channel pages if you want to find the Discord channel. There's a new Discord channel, it's probably only a week old. I probably need to jump in there and answer a few questions as well. Terrain peeking through over there with the fog, that blanket of fog. So 250 flew, we're on standard, and passing 4,000 now plus checks. Cabin altitude's climbing. We can get the landing lights off.
Please keep your seatbelt fastened while the seatbelt sign is on. We recommend that you keep your seatbelt fastened whenever you are seated. Toilets are located at each end of the cabin. Remember that smoking is not permitted at any time. This includes e-cigarettes. In just a few moments, the ordnance are here.
Yes, Ted, indeed. Winter conditions, something new to learn. I can do a video on the winter ups. Have a look at that. It does get quite complicated when you start getting into the realms of de-icing and holdover times and that kind of thing. Right. Okay.
Easy
Animal
13
server.
Tango Charlie, direct Haven.
Direct Haven, easy 13 Tango Charlie. Haven, confirmed, direct. I've seen 10. Let's checks.
Standard Haven 27 Alpha Juliet, route direct Sierra Uniform Romeo Alpha Tango. Climb
Happy to take the
flight level
seatbelts off.
330.
Move up here. Release the cabin. Essentially what we're doing, we're routing down towards the Newcastle direction before crossing the North Sea.
Standard Haven 27 Alpha Juliet, route direct Sierra Uniform Romeo Alpha Tango. Climb flight level 330.
Direct Surat and climb flight level 330 for Scandinavian 27 Alpha Juliet.
Clear out nav. Secondary. Secondary. Copy active. Logging your Fenix app is unreliable. Loading this in properly. I'm getting the wheels up loading in again, but on the initial screen, cinematic screen, but other than that,
Shotness control, Sliss 38.
all good.
Request climbing on flight level 390.
Let me know if ATC's too loud for you.
390.
Pretty loud in my ears, but I can turn that down without affecting you. So
390, Sliss 38, thanks.
do tell me if any of the sounds are too high or too low. So aircraft, me, ATC.
Flight level 30.
Scandinavian 265, Scottish Control, good morning. Route direct Azimuth Alpha Sierra November Uniform Delta. Path 1 Golf arrival for Edinburgh.
Repeat the Raspberry.
Scandinavian 265.
In real life, would you release the cabin crew before the passengers? That usually happens where you have conditions that aren't great. We'll brief that up though as part of our briefing and sort of say, right, they usually like a bit of time to prepare before the passengers jump up and everywhere. But generally speaking, conditions are pretty good. I mean, you'll know from jumping on planes yourself. Often the cabin crew will jump up first. We'll brief that up in the briefing room, sort of say, right, conditions are expected to be good. You know, I'll ping the flash the seatbelt signs, and you can get up.
Climbing, flight level 350, Scandinavian 27 Alpha Juliet.
Other than that, I mean, there's no real reason to.
Easy 296 X-ray, descent flight level 90.
Keep people sitting down.
Descent flight level 90, easy 296 X-ray.
Yeah, apart from you know, we've got a bumpy ride. Cabin crew are used to that generally, as long as it's not severe. And that's a situation where you want the passengers seated, but the cabin crew around doing their duties.
Easy 13, correction, easy 296 X-ray, fly heading 335, vectoring ILS runway 06.
335 for vectoring ILS 06, easy 296 X-ray.
Easy 13 Tango Charlie, route direct Surat, climb flight level 350.
Correct, Surat, climb flight level 350, easy 13 Tango Charlie. 350 blue. Surat. Nice direct. Fog banks around this morning.
United 1123 Scottish. United 1123, just checking your altitude, indicating flight level 355, clear level 390.
Yeah, flight level 390, stand level.
Thank you. Easy 067, Scottish, good morning, cleared Newcastle via Blackar, climb to altitude 5.
And glasses on.
Squawk 7613.
Okay, we're cleared to Newcastle via Blackar,
Easy 067, correct.
Scottish Hello, ET 479 Papa level 200 at Digmar.
Easy 479 Papa, Scottish, good morning, squawk 3606.
Squawk 3606, Easy 479 Papa.
Yeah, it's a 200-mile direct. It's not bad going. Take that. This is why we're up early. See, we get these directs, more efficient routing. Obviously, in the real world, this would be a really busy time of day.
KLM 0910, Scottish Control, good morning, cleared Birmingham, Gotham 1 Delta departure, and squawk 5203.
Copy, squawk 5203 via Gotham 1 Delta departure, KLM 0910.
Well, optimum's 360.
KLM 0910, correct.
Going up to 37, which I'm sure will become optimal a bit later on.
Easy 13 Tango Charlie, climb flight level 370.
Climb flight level 370, easy 13 Tango Charlie. 370 blue.
296 X-ray when ready, descend to altitude 6,000 feet, QNH 1015.
Descend 6,000, QNH 1015.
Easy 479 Papa, expect RMP approach from my 07, route direct Lergu, Lima India, Romeo Golf Uniform.
Direct Liga, expect RMP 07, easy 479 Papa.
Well, H just subscribed. Welcome aboard. Yeah, my Fenix app's pretty solid as well.
067, stand 16, push and start through the lease point Lima 2 if you can.
Lima 2.
I'll touch you next time.
Ready for push and start.
KLM 0910, stand 211, push and start approved. KLM 0910, stand 211, push and start approved.
Push and start approved, KLM 0910.
Whitson, do all Phoenix models simulate the weather radar effectively? It's not modelled, unfortunately. Not that I'm aware of. And then other aircraft tend to have a very basic modelling of weather radar. That's something we're missing out on a bit in the sim. But Ted, just looking at weather charts here for you. These are only the sort of... We'd usually get a satellite chart as well, showing us cloud cover. But here, symbol here, that's turbulence area. I'm crossing into slightly here, and you've got the altitudes for that. 0, so above that.
Easy 296 X3, 28 miles from me 06, descend altitude 5,000 feet.
There you have your winds. So the tail is where you have the direction.
We are ready for push and start.
Essentially, the more bars you've got, and the longer they are, the stronger the wind. So you see we've got a wind coming up here from the south. It's going this way, coming in lighter and more variable as it gets north. But this is obviously at flight level 300, so do watch where this is. They're only recorded at certain flight levels. It's probably not the best grouping of chart, not the most interesting, but there you can see flight level 340, what the wind's doing, flight level 390, and that's relevant.
Easy 296 X-ray, descend to altitude 4.
Should we get, should we need to come down, looking at turbulence, should we have failure and we need to come down. We need to know what the winds are doing at those particular altitudes, so obviously we've got 340 and 39, so we're somewhere between, but winds actually coming a little bit lighter as we go up to 390, so you've got less bars here. We've got temperatures as well, so it's pretty useful information in that sense. So, and this is obviously a bit of a side view of our routing with the winds, so all our levels on, and then got the blue is our tropopause line. So we're coming right on the tropopause today. You'll find that the majority of the weather is below the tropopause, and then where our routes are. So as we get to Surat, it's where we've got this. Actually, no. As we come over here to Tepsi, where we've got the strongest winds. As it picks up a bit, and keeping an eye on the temperatures as well. And it also got terrain in there as well, so we've passed the highest of our terrain. These are average winds. Vertical profile there.
EZ296XA, turn right heading 030 degrees, cleared LS, approach runway 06.
There are a lot more charts. I do like meteorological charts. It's something I studied at university, so it was meteorology and climatology. But it's an interesting subject. But in the real world, would have a little bit more data in this.
EZ458 radio check.
And on my
EZ458 Scottish control readability 5.
my pad equivalent,
EZ479 Papa when ready. Descent
I would see current radar, a satellite image of cloud, that kind of thing as well. This is probably not the most interesting set of weather charts to go into. There's not too much significant in there. I mean, what I can do a video, or I can do some information on decoding meters and TAFs and
stand 8 QNH 1015 information Oscar, request IFR to Bournemouth.
EZ458 cleared Bournemouth, Scotland 1 Delta departure, Squawk 7610.
Sorry, can you go again?
EZ458 cleared Bournemouth, Scotland 1 Delta departure, Squawk 7610.
Scotland 1 Delta 7610, EZ458.
EZ458, correct.
all helpful information.
EZ067, taxi holding point, Delta 1, runway 07, cross runway 17.
It's probably more what we'd look at in the planning stage before we get to the aircraft. Even when I wake up in the morning, have my cup of coffee, so okay, what have we got today? You'd be looking at this and sort of thinking, okay, right, over there it's windy, I might need some extra going around's a possibility, might need some extra fuel on board the plane today. You just build up your destinations for today, you know, for the day. Copenhagen, let's say it's rubbish, right? That's the one to watch. Later on, it's great. Off to wherever, Paris, you know, it's great down there. Don't you worry about that. So Copenhagen will be my focus for that particular day.
Alpha 1 runway 06.
Generally speaking, Ted, yeah,
and Alpha.
the tropopause, flying above the tropopause. It's usually your limit of weather, apart from your CB activity, where you get the odd thunder storm cell punching through.
EZ296 X-ray, runway 06, surface wind 100 degrees, 5 knots, cleared to land.
Mako Star. Got a video I've made, so for members have seen it on Coffin Corner. So we're actually above our optimal here, just below our recommended max. Mako Cruise.
EZ067, hold at Delta 1 after departure, runway 07, route direct Malacca, flying flight level 90.
Okay, hold at Delta 1.
We are in the Coffin Corner. There we go.
EZ067, correct, report ready. What's that?
EZ458, request pushback and start, stand 8.
EZ458, give way to the outbound company A320 Neo behind, then stand 8, push and start approved, face west.
Give way, then face west, EZ458.
Scottish Control, Ryanair 44 Juliet, stand 6, Boeing 737 800, QNH 100, 1015, IFR standard, Oscar, current.
EZ067 by Delta 1, runway 07, surface wind 060 degrees, 8 knots, clear for takeoff. Ryanair 44 Juliet, Scottish Control, hello, cleared stand 6, Gotham 1 Delta departure, squawk 6474.
Nice conditions over the North Sea this morning.
6474, Ryanair 44 Juliet.
Ryanair 44 Juliet, correct.
Just comparing winds at that vertical profile gone.
EZ479 Papa, descend to altitude 6,000 feet, QNH 1013.
Descend 6,000 feet, QNH 1013, the 479 Papa.
But a bit of a northerly wind, no it's not, sorry, it's a light southerly Sarats we should be.
EZ22 Zulu Yankee, taxi holding
Not lining up at the moment.
Runway 065 Echo and Alpha.
Bit of headwind.
Taxiing holding point Alpha 1, runway 06 via Alpha for EZ22 Zulu Yankee.
Big fat band go when landing. What do wheel pilots look at? It depends whether we're flying visually, so we may take the flight directors off, so you may not have those. So there's obviously the localizer deviation scale. You want to be watching your vertical speed, so make sure you're in tolerance, so that can't really exceed 1,000 feet to be stable.
265 when ready, descend flight level 200.
Flight directors will get you there. It depends which approach you're flying, as I say, but obviously you've got the PAPI lights for reference as well. Now the problem with a flight simulator, if you fly the flight directors, sometimes your PAPI lights will be off for your glide slope because of your differences in the angles put into various sceneries and so forth. So sometimes you'll obviously get a glide slope alert, which is something we experience a lot. As we get to 200 feet, I'm looking out. I'm not looking at the, or even before the times. It depends on the visibility. I'll be looking out and I'm looking down the runway. So obviously you want to be aiming for the touchdown zone, but as you get lower and lower, your eyes should be extending out, looking down the runway to judge the flare properly. So you need don't be looking in your near field vision, looking out down the runway. That's the best way you'll judge the flare. And obviously your PAPI lights then become inaccurate as you get closer. So 200 feet, you're using your eyes only outside.
X-ray Roger, taxi holding point Mike 2, expect stand 20.
Say again please for 296 X-ray.
EZ296 X-ray, taxi left Alpha, Mike holding point Mike 2.
Left on Alpha, Mike holding point Mike 2, and then I think expect gate 20, EZ296 X-ray.
Later. EZ479 Papa, descend to altitude 4,000 feet, cleared RMP approach, runway 07.
Descend 4,000 feet, cleared RMP 07, airport inside, any chance visual?
Oh blimey, we've got all sorts of ATC on.
Papa 8 from clear visual approach, runway 07.
So Copenhagen's online,
Cleared visual approach,
and
EZ479 Papa.
Scottish,
we have ATIS for Castrop.
Level 410.
Out Nippon 203, Scottish, hello, squawk 2725.
2725 on the phone 250.
everyone's having an early start this morning, but I suppose actually in Europe they're an hour ahead, so already 9:40. Company message.
On 203, route direct Alpha, Tango Oscar, Papa Papa Alpha.
Alpha, Alpha on 203.
Scandinavian 265 when ready, descent flight level 110.
110, Scandinavian 265.
So we can have a look at that. That could be an add-on, so you've got conflicting sceneries, Big Fat Mango, so that's what it sounds like, but yeah, I do see that some places.
Easy 067, route direct NASA, November Alpha, Tango Echo Bravo.
I have heard in some airfields, that's particularly where they've had the new latest world updates, you have to unload the world update. I think Munich's one. Otherwise you get conflicting scenery there as well, so it's one to watch.
Scandinavian 27 Alpha Juliet, Mach decimal 78 or greater. Scandinavian 27 Alpha Juliet, maintain Mach decimal 78 or greater.
78 or greater for Scandinavian 27 Alpha Juliet.
Easy 13 Tango Charlie, maintain Mach decimal 78 or less.
Mach decimal 78 on desk, easy 13 Tango Charlie.
Easy 296
Easy 296 X-ray, taxi stand 205 Golf.
209
Full current.
Easy 22 Zulu Yankee via Alpha 1, runway 06, surface sound 100 degrees, 4 knots, clear for takeoff.
Maintain decimal 76.
Clear for takeoff, runway 06.
Jacob, good morning, hope you're well. I'm good, thank you. So, we're having a look at the ATIS there, let's have a look. So, 4 left as planned.
Easy 458, taxi holding point Alpha 1, runway 06 via Echo and Alpha.
Holding point Alpha 1 via Echo Alpha, easy 458.
No clouds, 211017. Formation Bravo. We can put that in now, 107. One degrees already, that's not bad going. And the wind 080 at 10.
First controller, good morning to you, EG34 uniform. We are flight level 240, just out of Amsterdam.
Easy 34 uniform, Scottish control, climb flight level 380, AGPED 1 Echo, arrival Edinburgh.
Climb 380 and AGPED 1 Echo arrival for Edinburgh EG34 uniform.
Easy 479 Papa, runway 07, surface wind 060 degrees, 8 knots, clear to land.
Runway 07, clear to land, easy 479 Papa.
E35 on the minimums, Charlie.
KLM 0910 via Alpha 1, line up from my 06.
Minus 06 via Alpha 1, KLM 0910.
Easy 22 Zulu Yankee, report you're passing altitude, climb now, flight level 250.
Passing flight level 36, passing 3000, passing flight level 04 and climbing to 250.
Traffic control, good day. 02, flight level 320.
Air France 02, Scottish Control, good morning, squawk 0672.
Squawk 0672, Fenix.
Swiss 38, contact Amsterdam, radar 125.750, good day.
Contact Amsterdam Center 125.75, thank you, good day. Swiss 38.
Scottish, very good morning, local liner 65, underground at Edinburgh, stand 11 information, come on board, IFR, Frankfurt, Airbus A321.
Left answer 965, Scottish, standby. KLM 0910, runway 06, surface wind 100 degrees, 4 knots, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, KLM 0910.
Left answer 965, clear to Frankfurt, Anna 6 Delta.
Thank you, Big Fat Mango.
Got 0207.
To Frankfurt, Anna 6 Delta departure, squawk 0207, Lufthansa liner 65.
Have a great day.
Left answer 965, correct. Easy 22 Zulu Yankee, route direct Haven.
Direct Haven for Easy 22 Zulu Yankee.
Scandinavian 27 Alpha Juliet, contact Copenhagen 136.485 today.
Contact Copenhagen 136.485, Scandinavian 27 Alpha Juliet, and have a good day to you too.
02, squawk set.
Okay, descent's looking okay at the moment, so just checking out. We've got the
Air France 02, route direct at 6 Alpha Tango Sierra India X-ray.
restrictions in and
At 6,
that we're getting down in a sensible time.
Easy 479 Papa, vacate first left, taxi to stand number 12.
Vacate via Bravo, down stand 12, the 479 Papa.
I've got it 61 for landing.
KLM 0910, report your passing altitude, climb now, flight level 200.
No problems, auto rate low.
Currently at 200.
KLM 0910, climb now, flight level
Idle reverse.
200.
I beg your pardon, 2,000 feet climbing to 200. KLM 090.
Easy 458 by Alpha 1, line up runway 06.
Line up runway 06, CZ 458.
02, requesting flight level 34.
Yeah, we're
autostat climb.
Air France 02, climb flight level 340.
Flight level 340, thank you,
we start bar at the top. Ain't good data, is it?
Air France 02 for oceanic clearance, visit the NATSRAC website.
Roger, will request oceanic.
Easy 13 Tango Charlie, report MAC number Copenhagen 136.485, correct.
Copenhagen 136.485 with the MAC number, thanks for the service, Easy 13 Tango Charlie. Copenhagen Control, good morning, Easy 13 Tango Charlie is maintaining a Mach decimal 76, flight level 370 inbound Sarat.
Easy 13 Tango Charlie, Copenhagen Control, good day, identified. Scandinavian 1129, are you ready? Okay, all boys reporting 080 at 9 so you can expect 08 right for departure today. Your squawk will be 451C. Straight ahead on runway heading, then expect right turn to Tesby, and then as far as initial 5,000 feet.
It's got a stuck mic.
Clear 1129, correct. Startup and push back at home discretion, the QNH 1018. KLM 1251, leaving my airspace, Sweden Southside, running to Unicorn 122, destinate, bye-bye.
Unicorn 128, next service, again 1251.
Sweden 1516, via bus locator, let's approach runway 04 left, report established. KLM 29 Fox.
There we go, the wind swung around from the south at Sarat as expected, and that complies with the chart we were looking at earlier. Just updating our time point to give us something more useful as we're crossing a wider expanse of the North Sea here, and basically I want to know which way to turn.
It's going to be 1129, yeah, my mistake, 08 left.
I'll put Newcastle in behind us because that's probably our closest airport now on the UK East Coast. We could choose another alternate here.
You can expect vectors for the ILS 04 left after
look at weather and options for these.
200 initially.
Billund, really good one. EKBI. There it is, just there. So we could. So right on our time point between the two now. So basically I know now that we're not turning around at this point going back to Newcastle. We're proceeding to Billund as an alternate airfield. We'd obviously want to check the weather there and make sure that's suitable. So we're committing to the other side of the North Sea. And you can make that a little bit more accurate so we can throw in the winds. Captain Nationator, I'm very good, thank you. How are you? Welcome aboard.
Viking 611, descend altitude 5000, QNH 1017.
That's a 5000, 10, Scandinavian 27 Alpha Juliet, request 1 minute after cockpit.
Scandinavian 27 Alpha Juliet, approved. Copenhagen, good morning, Scandinavian 295.
We've got winds from the south, so we put the south wind in as a bit of an average.
Scandinavian 295, Copenhagen Control.
That's confirmed that decision, because coming back he got a slight headwind on the nose, so yeah, definitely proceeding in this direction is the way to go. If you have any issues.
Sweden 1516, winds 080 degrees, 10 knots, runway 74 left, you're clear to land. Copenhagen, Scandinavian 295, climbing to flight level 280 in the air. Scandinavian 295, climb flight level 280. Climbing flight level 280, Scandinavian 295.
Have a little bit more coffee while we're in the cruise, or we get a little bit busier with descent. Can, good morning to you. Yeah, we'll have to plan the members' group flights, the first one. That's what we need to do. I need to. I know we did some initial planning there on the Discord server. Just need to firm up a date for that one.
Ryanair 3760, traffic information, oncoming traffic will pass 1000 below and 1000 above.
Okay, thank you very much on that 3600.
Going to America's 10 minutes past.
No, you can't. Erkan, if you come in, you need to come back out to database here. So it's your sequence there. Yeah, it won't let you throw that in until it's active. But what you can do, obviously, you can just play around with that. So we can keep, if you've got a secondary option in there, we can keep moving this around and playing with the equitime point data.
EC1C Tango Charlie, oncoming traffic will pass 1000 below.
Copy it easy, 13 Tango Charlie.
Okay, 29 Fox, stay back.
I can't see anything on the old...
Polaris is offline, Monte Unicorn 1-2, that's 1-8, bye-bye. Lufthansa 4 Whiskey Juliet, contact Bremen 126.325, bye-bye.
26325, the Lufthansa 4 Whiskey Juliet, bye-bye, soon.
Viking 611, fly heading 190.
190, Viking.
That is quite a way off. It's a Ryanair 737. He's about, looks like 100 miles ahead, so he's not crossing yet. Low. Okay. Early warning. Keep an eye out for that.
Affirm, Scandinavian 27 Alpha Juliet.
Scandinavian 26 Alpha Juliet, traffic information, oncoming traffic will pass 1000 above.
Traffic 1000 above, Scandinavian 27 Alpha Juliet.
No problem, I can. Gryffindor. Thanks for the comments there. Good morning to you, and glad you're enjoying the content. Much appreciated.
Sweden 1516, keep it rolling all the way to the end, vacate right on Echo 1.
Scandinavian ahead also from Edinburgh to Copenhagen. That's not somebody in chat, is it? A bit random. It's same route at an early time in the morning. Yeah, we'll set up for an ILS approach, I reckon. 4 left into Copenhagen. That's what they want us to do via ATIS at the moment. So real world EC135 Augusta pilot, Gryffindor. That's interesting. Well, Gryffindor, I mean, an interesting question. How drastic is the difference between the 320 and 330-900? I haven't flown the 330-900. It's a different type rating, but the cockpit side of things is very similar. My understanding of people who have transitioned in that direction, and you know, the traffic coming in, traffic opposite direction, 1,000 feet below. Oh, alright.
Austrian 3 Victor Alpha information Charlie is correct, here's Vienna, CMAC 8 Alpha departure.
Clear that one, 1,000 feet below. So yeah, it's quite an easy transition to make. Like you say, it's the way to the aircraft, the handling, the taxiing.
Austrian 3 Victor Alpha feedback is correct, call when ready for push.
Fly-by-wire helps in that regard because you're controlling a G. Essentially, and it's not like it feels heavier. So controlling wise, well, having never controlled it, but having spoken to 330 pilots, you know, it's very similar because you don't feel the weight of the aircraft on the side stick. So all the logic's the same. It's more those things about, you know, obviously knowing the performance of your aircraft, the limitations, how to handle it in an emergency will be a little bit different. To the weights, so it's all about the limitations of the aircraft, you know, your flap extension speed, all those kind of things. Plus simple things about the flare, you know, on landing. Obviously, you're going to be at a different height. It's going to look a little bit unusual. That's what you'd really be focusing in on in the sim. In terms of a transition cockpit-wise, it wouldn't be huge.
1516, continue taxiway Bravo, left, runway 12, vacate at the end at Golf 1 for Golf.
We get the Aerosoft 330 come along, then we'll jump into it. I'm happy to fly that one. Do some transatlantic ops. I won't be lost in it, certainly.
Almost correct. You will enter runway 12 and turn right into runway 12, then all the way to the end of runway 12 to the left. It's Golf 1.
330 has the same type rating as the A350, I believe. That's the top of my head. Interesting. that's where you start to see bigger differences in sort of cockpit and the newer tech come in.
Oswin 3 Victor Alpha, push and start up is approved, push point, release point 206.
If I was going to go into a heavy aircraft in the real world, then the 330 would be the logical choice. From a ease of transition point of view.
Viking 611, descent 3000 and left heading 130.
But from a personal preference point of view, I'd jump into a 350.
Copenhagen 295, standing by for higher.
So I do like the 330-900. It's a nice aircraft.
Scandinavian 295, climb flight level 380. Climbing flight level 380, Scandinavian 295.
Yeah, I'm very much keeping my channel to the Airbus because that's where my knowledge sits. But I'm happy to try others, and it will most likely be an Airbus if I do. Although I do like the Boeing 757 as an aircraft. That's tempting. I certainly wouldn't make content on how to fly a Boeing 787 because that's not something I'm type rated on.
Ryanair B760, direct Cockpit Alpha Golf Papa Echo.
Although you can put me in it and I'll probably be able to take it off and fly it. Would I be able to fly it in the safest and most efficient way? No.
Contact Scottish 135 530 for line.
135 530, bye bye, thank you very much.
The same as we got me into it, Gryffindor's Augusta, you know, it's principles of flight are there, but you know, it's the operations of that particular aircraft, very unique. So,
Control to Fenix A319 CFM from A320 near stand for short 1, information Charlie is space for Fenix London Heathrow.
yeah, Gryffindor, it's
cleared Heathrow via the Lanco 2 Alpha departure on the for right.
obviously, yeah, coming in rotorcraft there, it's certainly would be a bit lost in a helicopter.
Scandinavian 27 correction. Speedbird 137 readback is correct.
Airbus is definitely better than Boeing, and that's my opinion. I think Boeing have really moved towards Airbus in terms of cockpits and some of the safety features and the way they work. So it's interesting, but
Scandinavian 27 Alpha Juliet cleared test with 3 Alpha when ready to descend flight level 120.
personal preferences. I think there's bits and pieces of each of them that are better.
130 Scandinavian 27 Alpha Juliet. Viking 611 and left heading 080, clear and less approach runway 04 left.
Downward arrow on your flight plan, the top of the A firm, yes, that's the top of descent as planned. That's where optimal top of descent point will be. Yeah, helicopters, that's a bit of a different bag.
698.
3Z13 Tango Charlie, Erkan.
Speedbird 698, Copenhagen. Scandinavian 1129 via Echo line up runway 08 left, report ready for departure.
Yeah, it all comes in practice and experience, I guess. It's window on there. Yep, it's it'll be interesting. I thought about having a bit of a play in a helicopter.
I can take control of Viking 641, ILS set up left.
Viking 611, winds is 070 degrees at 9 knots, runway 04 left, you're clear tonight.
Set up left, get line, so Viking 641.
Can we normally move into managed descent initially, depending what ATC want us to do.
Canadian 26 Echo Romeo. Sweden is offline, managed to Unicom watch to decimal 8, bye-bye.
128 for Scandinavian 6 Echo Romeo, bye-bye.
Coming up on the coast now. It's a pretty large crossing of the North Sea up here, so I didn't realise how wide that stretches. So it's definitely one to consider with your diversions. Energy management is always a factor. Need to find out whether ATC want us to maintain our, it was decimal 7.8 or less, but we're maintaining 7.6 as an ATC restriction due to the Scandinavian ahead of us coming into Copenhagen as well.
Copenhagen Control, hello, Steve, Command 8, with passing part of 377.
Speedbird 698, heavy Copenhagen control identified. EC13 Tango Charlie, cleared test with 3 Alpha, runway 04 left, when ready, descent flight level 130.
VATSIM 3 Alpha, and when ready, descend. Is it flight level 130 confirmed? Easy 13 Tango Charlie.
AFM.
When ready, descend flight level 130, Easy 13 Tango Charlie. VATSIM 3 Alpha 130 when ready. I'm not ready.
Alpha calling back, bird brakes, Canadian 1129, winds are 1082 degrees, 12 knots, runway 08 left, you are clear for takeoff.
So if ATC said descend now, flight level 130, we'll be using open descent. We use descent for abiding by restrictions. So at the moment we've been cleared to descend when ready via the TEPC 3 Alpha arrival. So we want to abide by those restrictions. So using descent will ensure that our speed profile and vertical profile sort of line up to the TEPC 3 Alpha restrictions. Open descent is just going to descend you immediately to the selected flight level and will disregard the restrictions.
611, roger, climb 3,000 feet.
So for the optimal profile, you want to be managed for an ATC restriction, you know, an immediate climb or descent. Use open climb or open descent. I'm guessing that in the Boeing world that'd be similar to flight level change.
Flight level 340. Can I get a set climb, please?
Yeah, what do you wish initially?
Initially, 50,000 would be good for me. Can do it back
Flight level 150.
So open descent's either going to follow your restrictions. If you had no restrictions, it's just going to give you optimal descent profile down to the airfield.
Scandinavian 295, when ready, descent flight level 230.
So let's brief this one out then. We're going to be TEPC 3 Alpha arrival. into Copenhagen Kastrup.
Scandinavian 295, when ready, descent flight level 230. Well ready, descent
MSA 2,100 feet, and
Scandinavian 1129 identified, passing 2,600, climb flight level 22.
going into 4 left. Count approach minimum 235, which is in the box. Go around straight trajectory straight ahead 500 feet, then left turn on 347 and climbing to 3,000. Performing ATC. And a 3-degree glide slope. 1015, 3,000 on the platform. In terms of fuel, 37 minutes extra, 1.3 tons. So we've got a bit to play with for another attempt if we need it. ILS landing flap config full. We've calculated our performance. We can do reverse idle, but auto brake low.
Scandinavian 523 direct Abnet Alpha Bravo November Echo Delta.
4 left. The longer the better, ultimately on the landing roll. So see what ATC land let us have a long roll or not. But yeah, vacating left. No hotspots on the taxi in.
Viking 611 and left heading 310.
No special operations, nothing non-standard. We've got ATC online. Thrustmaster controls we're still getting used to here on the captain's pack. Other than that, should be good. Conditions are nice in Copenhagen, so no threats. Any questions? No questions. Briefing complete.
Is Alpha Bravo November Echo Delta.
Thank you very much, Scandinavian 523.
So constraints on there.
Viking 611, continue left hand turn heading 240. Left 240.
Terrain's on the first officer side.
What was the reason for the go around?
Exercise Viking 6-1.
Okay, roger that. Are you ready for a new approach?
Apex Viking 6-1.
So with the left-hand visual approach, 04 left on your ILS.
We'll go for the ILS Viking 6-1.
Okay, expect ILS approach, 04 left.
The ILS set up left Viking 6-1.
Scandinavian 27 Alpha Juliet, descend altitude 4,000 QNH 1217 to be level at Airbook, fly direct Airbook.
Descend 4,000 to be level at Airbook and QNH 1007, Scandinavian 27 Alpha Juliet.
Scandinavian 27
Oh, this descend
QNH 1017 and
5 miles before our top of descent marker there, thereabouts.
Direct Airbook and QNH.
So it's coming up. 10 miles away, so 5 miles, top of descent.
27 Alpha Juliet, correct.
Taking advantage of being at altitude for longer. We're cleared to 130, so we'll put that in the control unit with my mini FCU. 130 blue.
Viking 4994, clear Tallinn via CMAC Alpha departure out of runway 04.
I'm going to push for a managed descent.
Get your time, CMAC 8 Alpha, runway 04 right, squawk 6515, Viking 4994.
Viking 4994.
Cabin crew, top of descent.
3 Victor Alpha, winter
Push to manage descent.
04, takeoff.
And because it takes a little while for the aircraft just to transition and pick the profile up. If you do it too late, you'll be above profile, so it just keeps it nicely on profile. I tend to do it just before. And need to go manage speed. Easy 13 Tango Charlie. Any speed restriction for us?
Easy 13 Tango Charlie, no speed restrictions.
No speed and leaving flight level 370 for 130 now.
Scandinavia 903, descent flight level 100.
So manage speed.
100, Scandinavian 295, contact now, Cleveland 126, decimal 325, bye-bye.
Bremen 126, 325, Scandinavian 295.
So here's our profile. We were just above it there initially. Thrust-eyed, I would have thought. Yeah, we're on profile now and dropping. If it's below and you're chasing it down, that's not the ideal to be. Above's better because it's easier to slow the rate of descent. Yep, they can give whatever clearance they want. They can clear us all the way down to the ILS platform altitude if they wanted to. All depends on the traffic situation, or terrain restrictions, or whatever it may be. But
Speedboat 137 on taxi.
that's correct, Gryffindor. But it just gets it going down. You don't want to be chasing the dot down, so we would always do it before if we can. A good habit to get into.
Viking 4994, we are ready for push and start. I call you back, Viking 611, turn left heading 170.
Left heading 170, Viking 64.
Viking 4994, after the speedbird has passed from behind you, you can put a start of approved, release point Romeo 2, the QNH 1217.
It's a little bit of a tailwind.
Roger, after the speedbird behind has come through you, then we are cleared for push and start. Viking 4994, thank you.
Scandinavian 5238, discretion ready for our next step, fine.
Scandinavian 523, are you able your final level?
Good practice, Gryffindor. It would be whatever your operator teaches you in the sim as a, or on your line training. No, it's a
Tango Charlie, descent flight level 080.
Then flight level 80, speedbird 13 Tango Charlie.
Austin 3 Victor Alpha, identified person
80 blue.
Via right hand turn, fly heading 170.
And you'll know, from flying Gryffindor that you're always working ahead of the aircraft, so it's planning and being ahead. Going to be chasing anything.
Austrian 3 Victor Alpha, resume navigation direct CMAC, climb flight level 190. Scandinavian 903, descend altitude 5000, the QNH 1017.
105's in.
Viking 611, turn left heading 13.
Yeah, that's we'll say subjective on that one, Gryffindor. You can't see clearly, Erkan? Better, okay.
Speedbird 137, wind 070 degrees, 9 knots, runway 0 for left, you're cleared for takeoff.
So takeoff 0 for left, speedbird 137.
Not too much we need for the missed approach in the rad nav, but I'll put Castrop in. Kilo Alpha Sierra. 50 to 50 checks. Excellent. .75 miles away from the Castrop VOR.
Copenhagen, good morning. Scandinavian 554, flat level 370.
I call you back. Break Viking 611, and left heading 080, clear LS, approach runway 0 for left.
Heading 780, clear LS, 0 for left, Viking 61.
Scandinavian 554, Copenhagen, good day, identified. Expect 223 Alpha, 0 for left.
Expecting 0 for left, Scandinavian 554.
Austrian 3 Victor Alpha, leaving my space, Sweden South line, 1 to Unicom 122, decimal 8, bye-bye.
Unicom, Austrian 3 Victor Alpha, bye-bye.
Yeah, I guess you like the side stick concept. It's what you're used to, I guess. It's just nice to, yeah. To be honest, it's just nice to have that. That's, and I look over here in the stand and I see Boeing pilots eating their sandwiches on their laps, and it's like, yes, this is the place to be. That's why we have a side stick.
Scandinavian 1129, continue descent flight level 090.
We just a little bit more drag, just noticing the profile there slipping. Could be the wind change. Sorting itself out. Chasing the profile a little bit. We are on our highest speed, so there's not much more we can do in speed, so we go down too much more. So rather than let it go too far, we start to use a little bit of speed brake just to keep the profile. You want to check your progress on the profile. If you come to the progress page, you'll see that we're plus 119 feet here on the VDEV. So you can work out your actual variation versus the profile.
Yeah, I guess the simplest thing is to enroll in some kind of controller training and then learn the pilot the other way.
Yeah, I've already done that. Thank you very much.
Okay.
I'm using my wrong control. I keep forgetting I've got my speed brake lever now on the. Wrong landing approved, that's what I like to hit. That's what I want. I'm keeping my hand on the speed brake lever as a reminder. I've got the speed brakes out. That's what we'll do real world. I can now do that. Now I have my speed brake lever.
Romeo and Bravo for holding point 04 left, cross runway 12.
Some traffic coming behind us. Let's see what someone else following us in.
Romeo and Bravo 04 left, cross 12, Viking 4994.
Speedbird 137 identified, passing 4,500,
yes.
Turn left heading 170. Correct,
yes.
Turn right heading 170.
Right heading 170 for Speedbird 137.
Copenhagen radar, good morning, Fenix A319, passing side 260.
Three brakes back in, so we've got a little bit of margin on the speed here. It's just more efficient to keep the speed brakes in.
Tanzania 521, Copenhagen control, identified,
They're just using it there to allow the aircraft to nose down more to achieve the planned descent profile.
Speed 200, Scandinavian 27.
But we're limited by speed, so we need to. That's our maximum speed here. So we need to put some drag in, so we can nose down without increasing speed.
137, continue climb flight level 197.
Climb flight level 197 to Speedbird 137.
Yeah, 190.
Flight 190 to 137.
obviously we do have a restriction coming up, so we need to be at Charlie Hotel.
27 Alpha Juliet.
750 below 130.
Descend 3,000 feet.
And we're at 250 knots now targeting, so our speed's just dropping back now, so we can use a bit of speed brake again now, because we've got to be...
Easy 13 Tango Charlie, descend altitude 5,000, QNH 1017.
Then altitude 5,000 feet on the QNH 1017, easy. 13 Tango Charlie.
Scandinavian 1129, descent flight level 80.
5,000, open descent, 1017, cross check 3 times, passing 6, 2, now. So that was an immediate descent, so descent 5,000.
Offset by 10 miles until after Aston.
Roger, Consavier 521.
Consavier 521, fly heading 180 for now to avoid traffic.
180, Consavier 521.
And Scandinavian 554 requesting descent.
Scandinavian 554, descent flight level 160.
Descent flight level 160, Scandinavian 554.
Captain Control Viking 601, non Alpha, expecting Alpha stance. I call back, brake, speedbird 137, direct Lango.
Lango, 137.
Direct Lango.
Lango, 137.
Viking 611, did you have a preferred stand? Alpha stance, other one. Okay, taxi stand Alpha 22, left onto 30, vacate Kilo 3.
Alright, Nando, you're going into a big subject there, so yeah, that's usually the full length of the runway, not from touchdown zone, so you'll have landing distance available, accelerate stop start distance available, takeoff run available, so there's a few different ones we need to look at there, but yeah, that's usually your
turn left,
paved surface.
And cleared for ILS, runway 04 left, Scandinavian 27 off Juliet. Scandinavian 903, descent 4,000.
Harris, a very good question, because that reminds me to put the recording on, which I'll do now. We're using Flight Recorder, it's called. Simply Flight Recorder.
Climb flight level 300.
Recording is on, I'll do that a bit early before we forget.
300 to 127.
Scandinavian 903, reduce speed 180 knots, turn right, heading 04, I call it back. Reducing 180. Scandinavian 903, turn right, 010, clear approach runway 04 left. 010, level 04 left, 903.
I'll probably do a little video on runway distances. Make a note of that.
Viking 521, direct Alpha Lima 0.
There, don't see Transair 521.
Scandinavian 923, continue right hand turn to heading 060. Continue 060, 900.
Right, so let's get the seatbelts on a little bit early. Get the cabin prepared, so we're coming down now.
Scandinavian 903, descent 2,000 feet. 2,903. Scandinavian 27 Alpha Juliet, speed 160 or greater to 4. The wind 070 degrees, 9 knots, runway 0 left, you're clear to land. Speed 160 until 4 and clear to land.
So the airport's approximately on our nose out there.
EC 13 Tango Charlie, fly heading 140, descent 4,000 feet.
Heading 140, descend altitude 4,000 feet, easy 13 Tango Charlie.
Scandi 1129 and descend altitude 5,000, QNH 101.
Heading 140 and 4,000 blue.
Copenhagen Control, good day. United 927 with your flight level 320 inbound Bedek. Requesting 10 minutes after Cockpit.
And I'm going to pull speed now. We'll start bringing speed back.
Requesting
220.
what? United 927 with your flight level 320. United 927 Copenhagen identified flight level 320.
Sensing the shortcut.
Hotel 521, go ahead.
The request is out of cockpit for 10 minutes, transfer 521.
Hotel 521 approved. Copenhagen Control, KLM 1270, hello and good morning. It's KLM 1270 Copenhagen, hello, pass your message. Copenhagen Control, KLM 1270, our parking position is gate Charlie 30 with information Charlie on board. Request IFR clearance to Amsterdam Schiphol. KLM 1270 noted, I call you back. Break Viking 49904, wind 07 degrees, 9 knots, runway 04 right, you're clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff.
Copenhagen is busy in the real world, but certainly the sim is quite a busy one.
Scandinavian 903, you are number 2, wind 07 degrees, 9 knots. Number 2, 903. EC13 Tango Charlie, descend 2000.
Descend 2000, was that easy? 13 Tango Charlie?
13 Tango Charlie, AFM, Scandinavian 1129, flight
2000 blue.
130, descend 4000. 4000 and 130, Scandinavian 119.
A shortcut here, aren't we? I think we're being slotted in between the arrival. Let's have a look what's going on.
Scandinavian 523, we're going to log off now.
Oh no, okay. Getting into the back of the queue. So.
Thank you.
Hey, approach check Sparrow, set seatbelts are on, minimums, in the box, auto brake not required, we'll get those on for now.
Approved. Thank you, we'll report back.
Approach check is complete.
Transfer 521 airbag.
Sequence the flight plan at this point.
Scandinavian 903, clear to land, so for left. Clear to land, so for left, Scandinavian 903.
Hello.
Scandinavian 27 Alpha Juliet, taxi Delta 1 via Alpha, cross runway 12,
yeah,
right onto Foxtrot, and then right onto Yankee, correction Zulu, and then left Romeo to Delta 1.
Into the approach phase, manage speed.
Taxi Delta 1 Alpha, cross runway 12, and then Romeo and Foxtrot to stand, Delta 1 for Scandinavia.
Just getting back to green dot first.
Stand is correct, just to confirm the taxi.
HX flaps 1.
Foxtrot, cross runway 1230, then Solo and Romeo.
Alpha Foxtrot, cross runway, and then Zulu and Romeo for Scandinavian 27 Alpha Juliet.
Yeah, Zulu Bravo and Romeo.
Zulu Bravo and Romeo.
Is he going to take us through the localizer if he's not careful?
Thank you. EC13 Tango Charlie, turn left heading 070, clear ILS approach runway 04 left.
Left heading 070, cleared ILS 04 left, speedbird, sorry, easy 13 Tango Charlie.
Viking 49904, 4,000 feet.
Viking 49904, identified.
Free drill, autopilot 1 and 2. Lock start.
Via right hand turn, direct CMEC.
Roger, climb 190 and via right hand, direct CMEC.
KLM 1270, sorry for wait, are you ready?
We're in above the glide here, aren't we?
Roger, KLM 1270 ready. KLM 1270, you are cleared to Amsterdam via Delanco to Alpha departure 04 right, squawk 2722.
So we can use up to... Yeah, well high. Shortcut course us.
Clear to Amsterdam Triple via Langas 2 Alpha departure. Departure for 1 and 4 right. Squawk number 2722, KLM 1270.
KLM 11270, read back is correct. Report ready for push and start.
What we can do in this situation, we want to drop the gear. Should have come in at platform 3000, so it's really cutting us in. Vertical speed check, it's not the nicest approach, taking in.
Lufthansa 71 Mike, we keep contact Bremen 126.325, bye bye.
126.325, bye bye, have a nice day.
You too. Transavia 521, Copenhagen. Candy 554, descent altitude 5000, QNH 1017.
Descent 5000, QNH 1017, Scandinavian 554.
Scandinavian 1129, fly heading 120, descent 3000.
Go around, flaps.
EC13 Tango Charlie, winds 080 degrees, 7 knots, runway 04 left, clear to land.
Easy 13 Tango Charlie is going around.
Easy 13 Tango Charlie, copy, climb 3000, standard missed procedure, report ready for new approach.
Climb 3000, standard missed approach, Easy 13 Tango Charlie.
Standard is holding 132.
So the speed brake was out there, wasn't it?
Scandinavian 9,
Out start.
3, cross runway 12, continue Alpha and Yankee stand Bravo 8.
Cross 12, Alpha, Yankee, Bravo 8 then.
And it was heading 347.
Viking 49904, are we out of your airspace already?
Viking 49904, Sweden is offline, Monte Unicorn wants to designate, bye bye.
Roger, 122 designate for Viking 49904, have a nice day, bye bye.
Let's see some Copenhagen there.
7 Juliet Kilo, leaving airspace, Sweden is offline, Monte Unicorn wants to designate, bye bye.
Unicorn wants this, Lufthansa 7 Juliet Kilo, have a great morning.
You too, break, speedbird 137, contact Bremen 126.325.
16325, easy 13, question, speedbird 127, good luck.
And Easy 13 Tango Charlie, we can come in for another approach when we're ready.
Easy 13 Tango Charlie, fly heading 300 for now.
Heading 300, Easy 13 Tango Charlie.
Scandinavian 554, reduce speed to 30 knots for now.
Reduce speed to 30 knots, Scandinavian 554.
Yeah, we're just basically shortcutted in there without the track mileage to get down, even though we were trying to get down as quickly as possible. Use the speed brakes, we just want to work out. The shortcut was too much for us on that one, and
KLM 1270, push the startup is approved.
we were well over 1,000 feet high there. I'm surprised the controller didn't see that, wasn't going to work out.
QNH 1017.
Pushback and startup approved, Quebec 1.
You can use up to a 1500 vertical speed to recover that, but that wasn't going to recover.
Easy 13 Tango Charlie, turn left heading 220.
Left 220, Easy 13 Tango Charlie. 220.
Copenhagen, very good day, Scandinavian 652, cruise ring flight level 210, inbound Amic.
Scandi 652, Copenhagen, hello. Monarch 3 Alpha, runway 04 left, information Delta.
Roger, we've got information down from board on Monarch 3 Alpha, arrival for 04 left, Scandinavian 652.
Scandinavian 554, descent 4000.
Descent 4000, Scandinavian 554.
Scandi 446, Copenhagen, good day, identified.
Bring downwind now. We'll go flaps 1, speed checks. Flaps 1. Bring that speed back a little bit now. Figure nice and early.
Scandinavian 1129 and left heading 070, clear wireless approach 1 way 0 for left.
Traffic just joining up there, so we'll be sequencing behind.
Easy 13 Tango Charlie, turn left heading 200, descent 2000.
At heading 200, descend altitude 2000 feet, easy 13 Tango Charlie.
And 13 Tango Charlie, if you can give me 220 or greater for now.
Speed 220 or greater, speed, easy 13 Tango Charlie. In that case, we'll go flaps up then.
Lufthansa 3 Whiskey November, pass your message.
2,500.
Check.
Command control, good day, Lufthansa 3 Whiskey November, level 3, inbound to Max.
This is where I want to be 2000 at this point.
Lufthansa 3 Whiskey November, Copenhagen, hello, identified, fly direct remit.
Direct remit, Lufthansa 3 Whiskey November, thank you.
If in doubt,
Easy 13 Tango Charlie, flight
go around.
170.
Heading 170, easy 13 Tango Charlie. Oh, we did leave the gear down there. So, my bad. Not actually a problem, because if it was a wind shear go around, you'd leave the gear in place. Not uncommon. This is where you need 2 crew, one running checks and so now we're at a good altitude. This is where you want to be. Traffic's just off our left side there.
Give me a better rate of descent. I can make you approach shorter.
Make a greater rate of descent.
What would have been nice was the track mileage, so you got the X miles to run, and that would have been helpful for our descent planning.
You're clear to land. EC 13 Tango Charlie, fly heading 130, speed 180 knots.
Speed heading 130, speed 180, easy 13 Tango Charlie.
Scandi 554, turn right, heading 130, speed 180 knots.
Turn right, heading 130, speed 180, Scandinavian 554.
Speed checks. Laps 2. Yeah, there's a temptation just to get down, isn't there, and land, but it's the safe thing to do. You can't chase.
Copenhagen control, KLM
The approach is not stable, then you go around.
Right.
Scandinavian 1270, taxi via Quebec, Delta, cross runway 12, then Charlie Bravo, holding point 0 for height.
Nicely above the glide now.
Taxi to runway 4 wide via Quebec, Charlie Bravo, at holding point runway 4
Left turn would be nice.
1270.
Scandinavian 652, descent flight level 110, when ready.
When ready, descent flight level 110, Scandinavian 652.
Copenhagen control, hello,
no.
Viking
Going through.
1118, information Delta, request clear.
Viking 1118, Copenhagen, hello. You are cleared Valma via next.
He didn't clear me for the localizer, did he? I don't think.
Squawk is
No, that's a shame.
4501.
Vertical via exit to Alpha Depart, runway 04 right, and squawking 4501, Viking 1118.
Viking 1118, readback is correct, call and ready for prison start.
Will copy.
Easy 13 Tango Charlie, turn left heading 010, clear ILS 04 left.
Left 010, cleared ILS 04 left, easy 13 Tango Charlie.
Scandinavian 554, descend 3000.
Descend 3000, Scandinavian 554.
Passager 521, Copenhagen.
Pre-drilled autopilot 1 and 2. Not sure that's headings enough to get me back on nicely. Bit shallow. Lockstar.
Lufthansa 3, Whiskey November, contact now, Bremen 126.325.
Bremen 126.325, Lufthansa 3, Whiskey November, bye.
Transavia 521, Copenhagen.
Let's go gear down. Bye, Slope Star. Maps freeze. Oh, correction.
I call you back.
Ready to.
EC13 Tango Charlie, you may descend below the glide.
Okay, descend below the glide if you're able. CT13 Tango Charlie. Speed I need to.
Scan D554, turn left heading 070. Clear ILS approach, runway 04 left.
Turn left 070 and clear ILS 04 left.
I think we need to send below the glide at the moment. We're on profile. Speed's coming back. 4 left. 4 miles. Speed checks. Maps full.
EC13 Tango Charlie, wind 080 degrees 7 knots. Runway 04 left. Clear to land.
Let's land 4 left. Easy 13 Tango Charlie.
Scandinavian 1129, welcome to Copenhagen. Continue on Alpha. Cross runway 12.
It's not very tidy either, was it?
Mike, stand Bravo 16.
So landing checklist to go around altitude is 3000 blue. Remember, landing no blue, cabin secured. Watching our VLS there. My control. That one. Wind from the right of nose.
United 927 Copenhagen. Right view. United 927 Polaris offline when to Unicom 128, bye bye.
Country Unicom, United 927, good day.
Minimum.
Continue.
Flight slow.
Flight disregard.
Flight slow.
ND554, speed 1604, wind 080 degrees 7 knots, number 2, continue approach.
Speed 160 knots to 4 DME and number 2, Scandinavian 554.
Reverse, spoilers and DSO, manual braking.
Scandi 652, direct pass flow descent 3000 to be level.
We'll let it roll.
Pass flow, the QNH 1017.
Wind sucks in the opposite direction.
Please repeat the direct for Scandi 652.
Baslo, Bravo, Alpha,
That will come off here.
Oscar.
I think there's one behind.
Direct Baslo and descent 5000, Scandinavian 652.
652, descent 3000, altitude 3000 to be level Baslo, QNH 1017.
Descent 3000, level wide Baslo and QNH 1017, Scandinavian 652.
Correct. Break wake, Scandinavian 554, runway 0 for left, clear to land.
Runway 0 for left, clear to land, Scandinavian 554.
Easy 13, Tango Charlie, taxi stand, Foxtrot 4, V Alpha, Foxtrot, and Solo Romeo Whiskey.
Taxi stand, Foxtrot 4 via Alpha, Foxtrot, Zulu, Romeo, Whiskey, Z13 Tango Charlie. Alright, let's slow it down here. Let's do our bits that we need to do. So,
Smoking is not permitted until you reach a designated smoking area. On behalf of the captain and the crew, it has been our pleasure looking after you today.
KLM 1270, wind 080 degrees 7 knots, runway 04 right, you're clear for takeoff.
Clear to takeoff, runway 04 right, KLM 1270.
yeah, Ercan, scenery and glide slope, I think we mentioned there who it's going to be out. So if you follow the correct profile, you'll get glide slope notifications.
I will be right back.
Get it at every airport nearly, Ercan, unfortunately. It's right, where are we going? Got 4, so we're into there. Alpha, Foxtrot, Zulu, Bravo, Romeo, Whiskey. Okay. It wasn't the tidiest. There's a few, like the landing gear and activating the approach phase, but yeah, we would have got that all out for glide slope. The approach was stable. I was looking ahead to reach the touchdown zone. Effectively there, you were going to get a glide slope announcement call out. We do get that on my home base. I land there in the sim. I'll get a glide slope notification every time I land there, unfortunately.
By Baslo,
yeah, it's a scenery issue. Quite annoying actually. I need to fix that. But we did the safe thing there, it went around, everyone's safe. Definitely won't be going to hit that 2000, that shortcut. We even anticipated a shortcut and fortunately it wasn't working out for us. That's this is not default scenery, no, this is
Canadian 554, taxi Bravo 4.
I forget which one it is, but I will find out and drop it into the description of the live stream later on.
Taxi Bravo 4 via Alpha, cross runway 12 via and Yankee and Mike, Scandinavian 554.
Okay, and Scandinavian 2657, did you call for clearance?
Hey, sir.
Sorry, I just needed something to drink, so I had to go. You are cleared Munich via Nixon to Alpha departure, squawk 0505.
No worries, we are cleared to Munich via the Nixon to Alpha departure, squawking 0505,
Right, I need to get a jolly on.
657, reback is correct.
I need to be somewhere.
Push and start.
Ted, using Fly Live for the FireEye package.
KLM 1270, identified passing 1200, turn right, heading 170, climb flight level 190.
Climb flight level 190, turn right, heading 170. KLM 1270.
Cross runway over to the right.
Scandinavian 652 for left, W04 left.
Not an active runway.
Wind 0 degrees, 7 knots, runway 04 left, you're cleared to land.
Clear to land 04 left, Scandinavian 652.
Viking 118, direct with start.
Viking 118, push and startup is approved, release point Alpha 50.
Push start approved, releasing point is Alpha 50, Viking 1118.
Copenhagen control Scandinavian 225, flight level 360.
Think about that.
Scandinavian 225, continue on Unicom, what's to destinate and short exhaustion.
Continue on Unicom, 1 to destinate, Scandinavian 225.
KLM 1270, fly direct to Lango.
Fly direct to Lango, KLM 1270.
Right, I'll put it on to stand, and we'll do a replay, and I'll have to leave it there, because I do need to be somewhere. That's, the go around has increased my times there. So I'll park it up. I'll leave you with the go around. Oh, not the go around, the replay. And we never know, we might get another one tomorrow morning. We'll see how things work out. Leave engines running. We'll do the replay setup. Just disconnect from VATSIM. Done. I'll leave you with this. Thanks very much for joining me this morning, and I appreciate the company. Maybe get another one in tomorrow. See how things work out. There you go, the lesson for today. If in doubt, go around. Obviously in some of these situations we're trained to deal with it as two crew, so each crew member takes a certain role and certain actions, and you get to brief that as a single crew member as well. It can be high workload in Microsoft Flight Simulators to conform. Thanks, Ted. I'll see you on the next one. There we go, on touchdown, on the touchdown zone, so glide slope deviation announcements weren't needed there at all. Just take it back for one more from inside. And I'll leave you with that. Have a great day, everyone. Thanks for tuning in, and catch you on the next one.